then you could just not agree. The truth of the matter with the old cast, what happened was gonna happen. That was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually,
I had said, as soon as that contract ran out, the second that contract ran out, I was on doing this. They knew it, I knew it, we knew it. That's the truth of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he sat with Smoke. He said, yeah, the writing was on the wall a year and a half. Joe said he wanted to put us on salary. I said, I'm never taking a salary. Well, that's interesting. This is over.
That's it.
We have creative differences. It's not a beef, but your view of salary is different from mine. I rap my whole life. Never had a job, drop out. So I know that rap money come, well, for me anyway, and that rap money go. If I could just rely on a check to pop up Friday, and every Friday it just comes because I went to work, oh my God, I would be in love. I would love that. He never understood it, and I never understood
whether you did a good job or not.
Yes, and I never understood what he was trying to say to me. But Maul's perception of salary was that. It was bad. But if I come to you right now and say, hey, for the next year, you make $3 million. That's your salary. Then what's the problem? Well, whatever that number is that you accept, but that's what a salary is.
Right.
It's whatever the number is, and that's what it is. His interpretation was, oh, a salary, nigga, never that. Suck my dick. Well, okay. We have creative differences.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it. That tells me that when this contract is over, this will end. I told Rory, hey, the next iteration of this for me is doing this alone. I don't have two more friends I can just pull out my ass. Thank God I had two more friends I could just pull out my ass. But when the signs started popping up, I was saying, all right, I got to figure out how to do it alone.
You're the moniker. You're the one that they look at for the example. Now, with what you went through with everyday struggle, you don't think that kind of like chimed in on them and they felt like what Joe was fighting for, we should fight for too?
No. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for nobody else.
Yo, it's Big Ant, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in real quick. Joe Budden goes on the Math Hofffa Podcast. I'm going to have a link in the description. Y'all go sub that up and tap into that and everything and run that up to speak on the Joe Budden Podcast ending, salary, creative differences. I don't know if Joe thinks that he could reinvent what words and the definition of how they are mean and saying what salary means to Maul and what salary means to me. No, salary is what it is. It's a cap on the amount of money you're going to make no matter what. Who wants to be on a salary, especially in the creative space? Salary means, for the people that don't know, it's a thing that's done in corporate, where you don't get paid by the hour or the work you do. You have a set amount no matter what. Joe know what salary means. Creative differences, that has nothing to do with the salary or the financing part of the department. Creative differences, man, is how long should our podcast be? Well, you say it should be an hour. I say it should be 2. How the camera angle should look. How should we roll it out? What should the thumbnails look like? Should we have the lights looking this way? How many days a week should we drop it? That's creative differences. The topics, the concepts. Salary is the business side. These are two different things. If we're not agreeing upon salary, that's not creative differences, Joe, and you know that. And it's sad, bro, like to see that because, Joe, you so great at what you do, my nigga. You great. You don't even got to say and do the type of shit you do. They said this from the jump that this was their problem. Not from the jump. Joe, you got the revealing personal information and everything first. They just was like, we not coming. They didn't agree with what you said and what you did and how you was moving. Now we see why. You decide to go and break all this stuff down. They had to go defend themselves with their own podcast, and Maul was straightforward and clear. That nigga say, man, You want to put us on a salary. And we didn't want to take a salary. That's what Ma been saying. Why didn't you say that from the jump? Hey, man, I wanted to put them on a salary. They didn't want to be on a salary. Joe, this is exactly what you preached against. Math Hofffa asked you that for you to give the right answer. Everyday struggle. You left everyday struggle because they tried to put a cap on you, a salary, a set amount. But then they went out to get other money off the content that you were in part of creating. Do you understand that? Yes, you understand that. What that means to you, you did exactly what Complex did. They went and found a way to get the airdrop money or all these other ad money, Nike shoes, and you was like, hold on, we not doing that. Y'all gotta pay me for that. Cause they paying y'all for that. Y'all not finna give me $10,000, $20,000 a month, but then y'all go get more money off of me wearing some shit and then I don't get a cut of it. But then you telling your homies, well, y'all do this, y'all do that. Joe, a lot of the creators came to fuck with you because you was talking that type of talk. Of course, you already got a polarizing entertaining personality. You articulate yourself well, you speak very well, and you smart. But the fact that you was pushing for the creators and the people trying to come up in the game to get a fair shake and get what they rightfully owed, that made people tap in even more. That's why we was rooting for you, nigga. But then you turn around and go do exactly what the labels do. You were basically saying, hey, Rory and Ma, I feel like y'all are worth this much a year. Be happy with it. If I go get more money for this show, be happy with what I already gave you. Fam, that's not how that works, bro. They came in that shit with you from day one. Early on. Especially Rory. But Ma came later. When Ma came, the podcast turned up even more. That's just being factual, bro. I've been watching this shit. I've been tapped in. I went back and looked at the early ones I missed. Even from the ones when y'all had the girl on there. Joe, you can't have somebody pull up and think they part of the team and part of growing and I'm working for something. We turning down bags for this. We taking time out our day and we sticking with it. I'm with you before the bag come, and I'm also with you when the bag come. So once the bag come, how you gonna put me on salary now? Now, one thing I will say, Joe, if you were investing personal money that was your money, my bad about the win, into this. If you was investing personal money out your own pocket into it and they was not, meaning, hey, I'm not using Joe Budden podcast money. I'm using my personal money that I saved to get the cameramans, to get the lighting, to get the set, to go on tour, to promote, to edit, everything we need. Then you could tell me some shit like that. But if you was using the money that they helped bring in because they was there, it's foul, bro. It ain't no way around it. No matter if you think that they important, you think you the star or whatever. But you never said that. And I think by now, if that was the case, you would have let that be known. Creative differences in salary mean what they mean. You don't rewrite the definition of words. And you know, it's this thing in the game when you come out and say a nigga inspired you, a nigga made you want to start a podcast, a nigga say he a fan of you, but then you tell a nigga the real about himself, he gonna say, oh, you really hating on me, but you trying to disguise the hate. No, I'm not. I'm never disguising no hate, fam. My opinions is my opinions. I'm gonna give you your credit because I'm the type of nigga where I don't have that complex, that insecurity to not tell a man, do your shit. I listen to your music. You know, it's this thing in hip hop and black culture especially. You see a nigga shining every day. I ride around to your car, nigga. Hey, I was looking at your chain, nigga. That bitch hard, you dripping. But I'm not gonna tell you that because that's dick riding and I'm a groupie. And I don't want you to look down on me. Man, I tell a nigga, hey man, keep rapping. Nigga, I jam your shit every day. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. You want to look at me like a dick rider? Oh well, nigga. But what I'm not gonna do is be a fake ass nigga. I'm gonna be straight, solid, and forward with that shit. We all make mistakes. We all gonna have flaws. We all can be walking hypocrites. But for Joe to still say this after this is what Mom said from the jump, and you standing on that, bro, it's fucking insane. I would have told you right there, hey, bro, you sound like you full of shit. You'll probably never sit in a room and have a conversation with me because I would tell you, it sound like you full of shit and you're not making no sense, but carry on. 1,000. I'm still going to tap into the Joe Budden podcast. Should be pulling up to that show out here. I'm going to pull up the Rory and Maul show too. Like I said, that show was the inspiration, so I will continue to support it. We got more shit coming, man. 1,000. Stay on your pivot. It's a shit show.